When it comes to Android smartphones, which companies do you think of? Maybe Samsung, Motorola, HTC? But I'm guessing Sony isn't on that list, and there's a reason for that. They really haven't been a major player in the smartphone business, especially in the US, but the company is hoping to change that. Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Chow for AllThingsD, and for this week's product review, I checked out the Sony Xperia Z. This is the company's latest flagship device, and it's coming exclusively to T-Mobile on July 17th for $100 down and 24 equal payments of $20 a month. I've been testing the phone for the past couple of weeks, and I found a lot to like about it. The design is sturdy and thin and has glass panels on the front and back, as well as some rubber accents on the side for easier gripping. It also has a really gorgeous 5-inch HD touchscreen with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, so sharp and bright for reading text and viewing videos and photos. Now, the large screen does make for a bigger device, and unlike the HTC One and Galaxy S4, the edges aren't tapered, so it made it a little uncomfortable to hold for long periods of time. One thing about the Xperia Z that's unique, though, is that it's water resistant. It can withstand being in up to 3 feet of water for up to 30 minutes, but you have to make sure that all the phone's various ports are covered. That's not very helpful if you're the klutzy type, but the phone does warn you to cover up the connector whenever you're done charging the phone. I tested it out in my bathroom and kitchen sinks as well as at the beach, and the phone worked just fine after a few dunks. The screen works even if your fingers are wet, but it doesn't work if the whole phone is submerged underwater. I think it would have been nice if Sony added maybe a dedicated camera button on the phone so you could take pictures underwater. But for now, the only workaround is if you want to take videos to start that before diving underwater, but there's no way to take still photos underwater. In general, the Xperia Z offered smooth performance. It's running Android Jelly Bean 4.1.2, and Sony hasn't done too much to the user interface. Sony and T-Mobile do preload the phone with a bunch of software, though, like T-Mobile TV and Sony Select, and I didn't find any of the apps to be particularly useful, and unfortunately, there's no way to install them. One thing I really do like about the Xperia Z is something called Stamina Mode. This turns off all wireless connections when the screen is off to conserve power. But you can also add apps to a whitelist in case you want some things to keep running in the background. So, for example, you can select Gmail and have it continue to retrieve your emails even if the screen is off. With this turned on and with moderate usage, I was able to go about a day and a half or even a little more before needing to recharge. Usually with my iPhone, I need to recharge by late afternoon, and Katie Barrett experienced about the same with the HTC One. Overall, I think Sony's built a really solid smartphone here, but I have to give the edge to HTC on a couple things like call quality and camera quality. For more on the Xperia Z, you can check out my review at allthingsd.com. I'm Bonnie Cha. Thanks for watching.